And I am back! For me, it's only been about 30 seconds to a minute since I ended the last video. For you, it may have been a lot longer. But, in any case, let's continue killing these Bloons. Now, yeah, I have just always loved this game. It's just so funny to kill Bloons. And I think I talked about Bloons Conception Wiki in part 1, or 2. I don't really know, it's been 9 days. But I really owe it, because I honestly believe it's the reason that I'm even doing this today. I probably would have gotten off Bloons for good, somewhere along the line, if I hadn't been doing this. Hadn't been going on that wiki. You can find me on that wiki under Plantrail Bloon, and it's a really cool place. It has so many ideas. And one of the things I love about it is that, I talked in the last part, that Bloons has been getting nerfed so horribly. Not anymore. This includes bosses that some would say are overpowered, but that I would say are not. I say that with the towers that you are given to combat them, there's sort of a list of universally recognized towers, and the list of ones that aren't completely recognized, and the list of ones that are never going to be in any of the wikis. Like, there's never going to be assumed that those exist. And so, I am actually going to give you a sneak peek on some of the conceptions there. Now, the first ones I'm going to do are Apocalypse and Genesis Bloon. Yes, I said Apocalypse. It's one of the modes in this game, and it's also this Bloon now. Now, Apocalypse Bloon is and Genesis Bloon are one of the wiki's first conceptions. Now, in that wiki, medium goes up to around 75, and hard goes all the way up to around 100! And if you manage to get that far playing on hard mode, which takes some skill, trust me, especially with some of the bosses there, because past round 85 in this game, the rounds are just randomly generated. Here, most rounds are filled with something up to about round 150. So, he's so powerful. They're really powerful. Sorry if I was stuttering there a bit. But, so, each one has 20,000 health. By comparison, the most powerful thing in mainstream Bloons, I think it has around 5,000 health. And that's by far the most powerful thing. It's so powerful that we won't even be fighting it in this playthrough. I'm not doing free play here, so we won't be facing it. But it's just... Also, it doesn't pop into anything, but it's a Bloon, not a blimp. So you don't even get the chance to... don't even get the chance to use, like, the Moab Mole or anything that affects blimps on it. So, Apocalypse Bloon has the ability to summon up to 100 ceramic Bloons, or 10 Moabs, at once. Now, by round 100, you'll have faced amounts far larger than this, but depending on your tower's prioritizations, they can seriously distract them from that guy. He also has Hypersonic Charge. He will charge at great speed until he takes 400 damage. Again, you're going to have a setup much more powerful than mine at that point, but still, you should be careful of that. There's also Stun, which will deal damage to all towers. Damage is a mechanic in this game, in that wiki at least. And will stun them. And finally, Death Curse, which is nearly an insta-kill to any tower. And again, for people who have not played this game, the things I am discussing here, though the Apocalypse Bloon is not a real thing, it will never be a real thing. So don't expect to face it on round 100. Just don't. But if I do wish that it was in this game, it would just an awesome conception. And also, there's a storyline to this thing as well. And Apocalypse Bloon features almost more than any other character does in it. And in my opinion, Apocalypse Bloon has just been made out to be sort of the Stalin of Bloons. I'm serious, he is just one evil dude. And yeah. There's also Genesis Bloon, who also has the chance to appear on round 100. Apocalypse Bloon appears on easy to advanced tracks, Genesis appears on expert and above. And Genesis only has Apocalypse's summoning abilities, but they're twice as powerful, which, considering how short the expert tracks are, can be very bad. There are several difficulties of tracks in this game. They are beginner, intermediate, advanced are the starting ones. Expert, actually, you have to unlock them by achieving a high rank. I have unlocked all of the expert tracks to my knowledge. I think I just unlocked the last one last time I played. But so they're very hard. I've only even managed to beat one of them. They're much shorter than this track. And granted, this is the longest track in the whole game. Possibly in the entire series even. But still, you barely have any time to beat them. To beat the Bloons before they're gone. There's finally the extreme tracks. The extreme tracks both require a rank so high that I haven't even unlocked them yet. And I have unlocked just about everything in this game. I actually did have one unlocked, but an update, of course, made it unlocked at rank 55 instead of 50, and so now I can no longer even play it. That's just screwy. I think that if you had already unlocked the track, you should still have unlocked the track. But anyway, those tracks, instead of giving you monkey money for beating them, actually require monkey money to even play them. And if you beat them, you will gain just a ton of experience and, points and stuff. I mean, I'm serious though, just beating them alone. Just the act of beating them. I mean, some expert tracks. There's one called Plutonium Lab, which is a contender for hardest track in the entire series, even considering that the iOS version has 5 other extreme ones. When you beat it, you get, I think, over 1,000,000 XP, and I'm guessing that I'd have to get 400,000 to get to the next rank. So just beating a track, giving you 2 ranks at that stage, that might be more than you would get just even in the act of playing the track. And hard mode will give you a lot of experience by the end. Now, I'm really hoping I don't die on this thing before rank 65. At this point, that would be really embarrassing. But yeah. So there's I'm maybe silent for a bit. I'm just thinking of what to say. I can't keep up with constant commentary all the time. I'm not at that skill level yet. Yeah. I guess my voice will be right back. I'm back, and I think I know what I want to talk about here. And it's something you probably weren't expecting, but how to set up and become a YouTuber. I remember the experience well, since it was not even 3 months ago that I was planning for all this. So, yeah. Here, I'm going to tell you how I record and all that stuff, and about how much it will cost. Now, the first thing is you're going to need is Bandicam. That is going to get you your visual components. It also allows you to use a microphone. Some people use Audacity, but I tried it, and it really worked about the same. Maybe it's because this computer speaker is not too great, but I just like using Bandicam. Audacity is also difficult to use, and it's not like hard to learn or anything. Actually, it kind of is, but the real reason it's difficult to really get is just because of the fact that it's annoying to have the two programs open at once, but it's really annoying to have to stop your recording and your sound at different times. And if you forget which hotkey is for which, it can be a bit awkward. Also, I'm not even sure if you can press them both at the same time. But yeah, that's something that really kind of annoyed me about Audacity. That's why I don't use it. Bandicam allows you to use the microphone, so it's good. Now, there are two versions of Bandicam. The first is the free version. Now, as it's stated, it's free, anyone can use it, but the thing is, your videos are limited to 10 minutes in length. I'm not sure if I've had a single video under 10 minutes in length so far. I tend to talk a lot and spend a lot of time explaining things, but that's just me. Maybe you can make a video in under 10 minutes. Probably not too great if you have a Let's Play channel, unless you're going to be splitting most of your videos into more than one part. But the really bad thing is that it adds a watermark to the top of the screen. You can't like move it or anything. It is permanently at the top center of the screen. Right around, you know the area where the top ninja monkey is? The little rectangle? It's probably around the middle of that. It's too big not to notice when you're watching it. And yeah, so you're not gonna not notice it. You can't miss it. It's just really annoying because there's no way to get rid of it. So, yeah, that's annoying. And the thing is, the full version, the one I use, it costs $40. And not everyone can routinely dish out $40. I had a birthday, so I was able to use most of my stuff on that, but if you're, rather older than I am, then you will not be able to do that so easily. And if you're in my age group and you don't have something like that, it's very difficult to save up $40. And especially when another thing, when that's the least of your worries compared to what's going to happen next. But when you have $40, when you spend that, you'll be able to make videos of any length. And there's not going to be any annoying watermark. That is what all of the pros use, what all of the big name YouTubers use. Because Bandicam is just like the best recording tool. $40, I think, is a bargain for something like this, compared to how much other stuff costs. Now guys, this is what's known as a BFB. It has about 1,000 health and will pop into 4 Moabs. Now I could buy this and use the ability that allows me to pop it instantly, but I don't like doing that sort of thing. It just strikes me as being sort of newbie, not really using as much effort as you should. I play this game for the fun, not for the min-maxing. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Another thing you'll really have to invest in is a microphone. I was fortunate enough to get a Microsoft LX6000 for $40, but I think that was on sale from a higher price. Some good microphones can cost up to $200. I do not recommend getting any of those until you are already an established YouTuber, because if you don't go well, you'll have wasted $200 on almost nothing. And for most people, it is hard to spend $200 on really anything frivolous or anything like that at just about any age. At least that's the way I think of it. That's the way I've been raised. So, getting like a Blue Yeti would not be my first choice for a microphone. However, once you get something like that, you will have nearly perfect voice quality. So if you already have many subscribers, go for it. Get the Blue Yeti or whatever it is you want. But I might advertise the LX6000. I'm going to check in between rounds to see what its current price is on Amazon. I got it for $40, so I was able to jumpstart this whole thing on $80. Also, fortunately, the microphones don't break easily, and Bandicam, you can save a serial number and you'll be able to put it into a new computer. So you won't have, wasted the whole thing. You'll be able to back it up if your computer dies or you just get a new one. And getting a new computer is something my family's been considering doing for a while now. This baby is close to reaching its 4th birthday. And it was never too fast of a computer. And just been using it for a long time, but I think it's time to get a new computer. Well past time. Because this thing is just... I'm surprised it has not died yet. I'm just surprised. And so, for a long time, the first year, it just kept on crashing. And it was because I think we downloaded something, maybe. It started crashing after we downloaded the Unity plugin, which is why no matter how many cool games are released for, I'm never downloading that thing. Again, never, as long as I live, not onto any computer. But, even if it wasn't that, just kept downloading for for some reason it eventually stopped crashing after we got the mouse. Now, to tell you the truth, holy no! Okay, good. Okay, that rush probably would have killed me. Sorry about that, but still haven't recharged this turbo thing. Actually, it looks like it takes a while. Sucks. Well, I'm not going to be able to use it more than once around. Fortunately, the Super Monkey is just so overpowered. But anyway, that's how I became a YouTuber, how I got the gear and stuff. And really, anyone with the money and the dedication can become a YouTuber. And I think dedication is the biggest part of it. Without dedication, no one will watch your videos. I mean, even I have trouble with that so much. I mean, I was inactive for a month. And a lot of the reason that so many of the biggest YouTubers get their subscribers just being prolific. Even the slowest of YouTubers publishes at least once every few days. Like Popular MMOs, he has about 2 million subscribers, by the way. I really recommend you watch him. But I think if like Sky is 10 million, then he should be growing faster, because he cranks out more than one video a night. It is very rare to get just one video from him. Sometimes he'll even make 3 videos in one day. I mean, I can see doing that like once every so often, like I do, but every single day? That's like an hour of his life just making the videos, and I'm almost certain he edits them. Yeah, and by making, I mean just recording the rough draft. It's just insane. In my opinion, a YouTuber should strive for daily videos. If they're doing something like Let's Playing, where they can do that often. If they're like comedy YouTubers, where they need to script everything, once every week is fine. That's completely fine if they're making good comedy. And, yeah. So, yeah, that's just about it for this video. I am at round 65. I'm almost a little sad. Maybe I'll probably like play another track maybe for you guys. Actually, I might not, because it's really just the same thing after a certain point. I'm really too much of a noob to play on hard still. I know, I should be playing on hard and doing all that stuff, but I may do a playthrough of Apocalypse mode, just for you guys, but after that, not doing Bloons anymore. I love it, but I would get tired of watching it, and I think that you guys would probably agree with me, at least to a certain extent. I don't like watching the exact same thing over and over and over again. Especially since tracks are really where I'm a noob. I just can't seem to do well on most of them. Even a lot of intermediate tracks I can't seem to do too well on. So, that is a problem. And the funny thing is, I've beaten Main Street. I've beaten an extreme track. And yet, I can't even beat some intermediate tracks. I mean, Brick Wall gives me trouble sometimes, and then some beginner track. I mean, are you serious? Now, I've completed the track on medium, been awarded 40 monkey money, and normally I'd get awarded like 200, but that's only for the first time. Now, I'm gonna show you around this place some, actually. And so, you can either, in Deluxe, you can get a random challenge. There are 200 random challenges that you can beat. And, like this one, you get small amounts of money for it, and you have to pass the infamous hard difficulty ceramic room destruction round. I have no idea which round that is. I suspect it might be round 76, where big rushes of regen ceramic rooms come. And that one really is difficult. There are also some achievements. These specialty buildings will boost some towers. At first they just increase attack speed and reduce stuff, but eventually they'll give you special abilities. It costs a lot of monkey money to increase them well. And so, I did not use Monkey Buccaneers. I did not play on a track with water because of this one specifically. Because I didn't want to confuse any newbies with, hey, why is this detecting camel already when it's an upgrade? And that. There are also these deluxe upgrades. They cost actual money. I think they might cost actual money to purchase, either that or like awesome points or something. Yeah, I think they cost real money to purchase on Ninja Kiwi. But here, since you've already paid, you can get them for just by getting a bunch of monkey money. They actually cost a decent amount, but here, like, some of them do. These enter play with 50% health for this expensive. The banana farms will actually give you more lives, and nothing in the game can normally regenerate lives and stuff. You can also see special agents. Those are bought with monkey money, and again, I didn't use those because of the newbies, but also because I don't really use them much. They're too, like, specialized. Some of particular note are Meerkat Spy. Don't ever buy this one. It is so much. It has a tiny range. It could have a huge range, like much bigger than a radar detection monkey village, and I get it, but not with that sort of decent thing. Also, this for 250 will give you the ability to shoot an orbital beam cannon. It costs a lot, but it is so worth it. And if you're seeing all this like pro stuff, it allows, once you buy a certain amount of them, they'll all things of that kind will have a different effect. Like Bloons Day device will weigh like plasma that acts like road spikes. But seriously, the Bloons Day device has an ability where it shoots down a laser that you control with your mouse. It only lasts for like 10 seconds, but it can destroy an entire BFB if you're lucky. And so, there are also some of the other tracks, like this. And you get more money as you beat tracks, like for this. I haven't beaten it on medium yet. It gives you like 200 and 300. And there are also the deflation modes, which start at round 30 and you can't get any more cash and stuff. Hop lifts where there's no gap between rounds. And that really sucks because you can't get like the bonus money. And Sandbox, which is basically like Minecraft's creative mode. And you can't die for any reason. In the original Bloons, I had Bloons Tower Defense 4, I had so much fun. Because you actually had 100,000. You can actually die if you summon enough VFBs there. But as you can see, you get twice the money that Easy will give you for an intermediate track. And I'm trying to get to like the advanced tracks and stuff. As you can see, stuff is getting harder now. Like, this guy will give you 3 times the amount of money you get on Easy. Like, you can get more than you get on Hard, just for playing Easy. But, flip side of that, the tracks are much harder. Like, this one, Lightning Scars, obviously much shorter. It, like, splits into 2 paths, but it's, like, obviously so much harder. Also, the expert tracks, the ones that you have to unlock. Like, look at this one. The balloons split off into so many paths. And you will get 4 times the amount for Easy for this. You gain 1,200 monkey money from one track. Really hard. Let's see here. The extreme tracks. I want to show you them. I should be able to show you Main Street, but I can't. But on Bloons Lab, for example, the balloons come from multiple directions and end out in multiple. They can come and leave in 3 ways each. And it is a very short track. Bloons will nearly always take the shortest way possible, just to troll you. But that's really about it. Except for one thing that I wanted to show you. The ZOMG. Now, we didn't actually get to fight the ZOMG, boss of hard mode. It's the most powerful balloon in this game. As you can expect, it pops out 4 VFBs and has like 5,000 health. It is going to take, like, something pretty awesome, like a sun god. There's also the Temple of the Monkey God. I'll probably make a video showing you like a maxed out temple, but a maxed out temple is so powerful. At first it's weaker than the sun god, but all towers on screen, I think when it's made, will be sucked into it and give it special powers. Now, any balloons can have properties except for the flips. but I honestly don't think that just one thing is going to be able to do this. I didn't mean to do that, but let's see how powerful an unupgraded Temple of the Monkey God is. Of course, we give it massive range, but let's just go. That thing travels so slowly that if I set it off of fast forward it, like, yeah. Now, the Temple of the Monkey God, that's an ability it got from sucking the Sun God, the Blaze. Now, this attack is actually less powerful than the Sun God, so I don't recommend upgrading to it without powerful abilities already. But as you can see, the ZOMG has not even taken damage, at least not visibly or anything. I'm also going to add in something else powerful, like the Ray of Doom. This is something that a Dart Monkey can have, that a Dartling gun can have. And this thing, like, shoots according to where my mouse is. Now, this is a persistent solid beam of wound destruction. It is also a cost of 55,000 is much more expensive than anything except the monkey buff, the temple. And normally I'd be cutting through balloons like butter with this. I actually think most of the power here is coming from the rays, to be honest. And I'm gonna spam dart monkeys here. I mean dartling guns, not dart monkeys. Get this straight. And sell this guy just to see how powerful he is. Yeah, they'll be doing like so much more damage once the BFBs come out. These rays can each pierce 100 balloons. Used to be infinite, but now it's not. The BFBs are gonna die so hard. Like, see, they've already taken this much damage from one tower. Keep in mind that a Sun God can barely kill a single BFB, even on this long track. And these Rays of Doom are doing it very nicely. And that's it. That is it for this part. Sorry if that took a bit longer than the others, but I'm done. I actually am going to make a video showing a maxed out Bloons temple, but till then,